Now, as I've mentioned before, I created a whole bunch of fur brushes about 2.5 years ago. You can see here I've been playing around with some of them, but I've got about 20 or so that we have not yet gone through. We're going to try to replicate this K-Fur 1 brush. If you look at the shape, it's got a bunch of squiggly lines here that create what looks like a patch of rough fur, maybe bear fur. And the way this is supposed to work is you start with a lighter color and you put that down as a base layer, and then you start moving into darker and darker colors, layering them one on top of the other. And when you are done, it looks very much like realistic fur. You can even use the colors to shade with. So we're going to try to replicate this. Let's go ahead and clear out layer 1 here. We're going to set the brush color to white, and the background color we're going to set to black. And if we go up here to my inking, I have this technical pen. It's a copy of the technical pen. The only thing I've done is give it some streamline and a little stabilization to make up for my shaky hand. And everything else is basically the same. And I have it set for 40%. And we're going to try to make a patch of fur. Kind of an artistic look at bear fur. So we're going to use kind of a U shape. And it's not going to be even. And just sort of create a bunch of little lines that go through here. We don't want them to be too long. Let's smooth this down a little bit. I think I want the shape to be a little higher. Get it nice and dense. Okay, so that's what we have on this. And if we look at it in here, now there are a lot more wavy lines, I think. And they're slightly blurred. So let's put some, whoops. Let's put some wavy lines in here. Just kind of squiggle some in. Oh, that's a studio pen. Let's go back here. There we go. And we're going to go up to the magic wand. Go to Gaussian blur. And let's blur this out about 5%. And I'm going to duplicate that so it's a little brighter. Merge those down. Let's copy this layer. And we're going to start up a new brush. In our hair and fur. And let's go to this shape. And we'll do edit. And then import. And then paste. And give that a done. We want to set the rotation to follow stroke. Down at Apple Pencil, we want to change the opacity all the way down to 0 or none. Let's go to Properties, turn off the Orient to Screen. Let's give it a maximum size of 400. And if we look at this, it's not quite right. Let's go to the stroke path and increase the spacing on this so it looks more like clumps of fur rather than a continuous stroke. Okay. Still not quite right. We got follow stroke. Orient to screen is turned off. It's facing the wrong direction. So using 2 fingers, I'm going to turn my picture and we'll say done. And that immediately gives us all of these nice fur clumps. Yep, I think this is what we're looking for. Here's our brush, and this is the one that I created a few years ago. It's got a lot more squiggles on it, so we may want to redo and make one with more squiggles. But basically, I would say we have got this done correctly. And just for the sake of consistency, I am going to call this brush K-Fur 1. Create that reset point, and then we can consider ourselves done. So in less than 10 minutes, we have created a brush that we can use to make realistic fur with. All right, and I hope you enjoyed this really quick one, and I hope you have a wonderful day.